Hello, so is the game worth playing in 2025? Yes, it's worth playing, especially if you get, a good deal on it. I mean, about 5 or 6 euros is great. Now, if you want to play it, you have to remember some things or kind of be familiar with some of the things. So, if you want to play the game, you have to know that the game is based on levels. If you don't have a good heavy, that means you'll die very fast and you'll not kill much. If you want to play as, let's say, a Jedi, you have to play with that Jedi and actually level up his skills or his cards. The cards for the champions are not that hard to unlock, but it means you have to probably, the first time you're playing Vader, you have to play for score, not for fun, not for winning, just play enough to unlock his cards. Now as for the normal stuff like the Assault Heavy Officer or Specialist, well, it's pretty easy here as well. You need to get, for example, kills with the first weapon or the class itself, which probably means you can get kills with vehicles. I'm not sure, I didn't really test it, but if you get a kill with a vehicle, I think that counts as a vehicle kill, so yeah, don't try it. If you get a kill with a turret, it might count as a turret kill. Just make sure you kill the enemies with grenades or your weapon. And after you kill enough enemies, you'll unlock this rifle. Now this is a bit annoying because to actually see what you're going to unlock, you need to go to career, you need to go to troopers. And then you need to go to the weapon that you will have to kill. So to get this weapon over here, you need 50 kills with the heavy class. Doesn't, like I said, it doesn't specifically say anything else, but you have to play as the heavy class, which is kind of limiting because to get a better weapon, you need to play with a much worse weapon. And this is the same for all of the weapons you see over here. So for example, if you want to unlock, you can do it in co-op as well, which is a little easier, but it's more annoying. You want to unlock, let's say, this weapon, 50 kills as the Assault class, 200 kills as the Assault, 400 kills as the Assault. And then, after you get the weapon itself, you'll see that you have the attachments you can use on it. Can you use the attachments immediately? No way. So it's the same deal, you need to get a lot of kills with each of the guns to unlock its attachments. So I got a lot of kills with the gun itself, so I got more attachments. Now again, it's not very clear why the developers chose to do it like this, probably because the game was pay to win in the beginning. Let me go and see at troopers. We should see it somewhere around here. Okay, see, this is it. In order to unlock the zoom, you need to defeat 75 enemies with the weapon. Otherwise, you need to unlock 100 to kill 150 enemies with that weapon. So it's going to be a little bit annoying to do all of this stuff. But that's how you play the game right now. You basically play, let's say, with the heavy to get more heavy experience and more cards and more skills. And you get, with more kills, you just get a better weapon, and later on you'll even get accessories for that weapon. And now it also depends on your playstyle, but usually you want stuff that kills enemies like the barrage or the grenade. Over here, you probably always want to have Bounty Hunter to get more points. Now the battle points increase doesn't seem like it's that important because you only get a better score, but I think this is also experience for your character, so I guess getting a character leveled up as fast as possible and then taking Bounty Hunter is the fastest way to do it, and just getting stuff that kills enemies. Don't get stuff that helps your squad technically, because it will not help you progress faster to get the stuff you really want. And from here then you'll have to choose some other units, but it's a bit annoying as well because I played a lot with the Bounty Hunters, which get more health regeneration and then health for each defeated enemy and then acquisition. But as you can see, the idea behind all of this is that they don't really get a lot of stuff back, and you want to level up your main classes: Assault, Heavy, Officer or Specialist. Specialist is the sniper, Officer is kind of like the buffer, but he also uses the turrets. Heavy is the Assaulter. Assault is not really the Assaulter, Assault is more like the Generalist class if you ask me. He has a lot of stuff in common with the Heavy, but he's a little more specialized. Close quarter, while the Heavy is medium range as well and some other stuff as well, plus a lot more firepower. Now, there's another annoying factor. So Basically, you'll have to play as one of the 4 basic classes a lot, choose one and play it until you reach probably level 20, and then unlock a new weapon and then play with that weapon a lot. And then when you have, let's say, a class that is level 20, you have a weapon that is more or less fully upgraded, then you might want to play as a hero you actually like, as a hero or one of the special classes, but I also recommend you play as the armor, because, well, you also will need to play as the armor, otherwise you'll not get the things you want. Let me see. See, reinforced health, so you will have more health for your vehicles, faster recharge, and improved weapon system. So in the middle ability, 40% damage at max. So this basically means you'll not get a lot of kills with armor, but you'll need it to kind of prevent your game from being over too fast. As for the other stuff, artillery and other stuff, well, it's not that common. I don't think you need it. You'll probably know how to play it very fast. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but that's basically the short story of the game and how you're supposed to play. So I actually had to force myself to play through a lot of... by the way, I recommend you play the Galactic Assault, because the other game modes are a little bit unbalanced if you start as a new player with them. It's also going to depend a lot more on the class. So some maps are specifically designed for the sniper class. I guess it also depends on the map. If you get the Hof map, you will probably suffer a little bit without a sniper. If you get some other boarding maps, you'll suffer a lot if you don't have an officer. And some maps really like the Assaulter. Yeah, I guess it's always the Hof map. Also look at always at the minimap, don't look at the map, don't look at what's... Oh, I have... Whenever I hear a lightsaber, I want to shoot in the general direction. That's how bad it is. Such a cool map, this one, but sadly it's a bit harder to play. So also press Alt to dodge roll. Alt, the button near spacebar.
Palpatine has joined the Imperials.
And without your abilities, you're actually very weak, so that's why I try to mostly fight when my abilities are ready. Otherwise, it's user abilities die on again.
Vader has come. Beware.
Well, you also have to have the perfect cooldown. So I recommend you pull your weapon as fast as you can, or as often as you can. Oh, cannot see anything from there. Also you can hold right mouse button to quick charge this.
Enemies running scared. Unidentified ally on sight.
Yeah. I don't know why allies tend... The people playing the game are either total noobs or total masters at the game, which is a bit annoying. I don't know why they run in front of you when you have the heavy weapon selected.
All transports ready to launch. We did
Yeah,
what we were
it was a
asked,
total victory.
what the
We win.
rebellion needed.
I guess it was not that bad.
But we survived.
Or maybe you should just start with the other stuff, the Galactic Conquest. But the Galactic Conquest is a lot harder to get into because here... I guess I should show you the Galactic Conquest as the Supremacy one. So Galactic Conquest is... Galactic Assault is more approachable for newer players just because it's scenario based and the scenarios have different advantages and disadvantages, but the Supremacy is just a brutal melee grind. Well, not really a melee grind, but you get the idea. It's basically grinding. It's siege warfare. You have to run all over the place, or just I don't know. It depends on how you like it. But I think the other one, the Galactic Assault, is a little easier to get into because sometimes you'll just spawn as the defenders, and it's pretty easy to see where the enemies are coming from, and you just have to hold a position or attack a position. But in Supremacy, you'll just have to capture the points. And that could be a little harder because you need to have a lot better units. Because, for example, there will be some city maps, and the city maps will have jetpackers flying all over the place, landing on houses and killing you without even having a chance to attack them. That's going to be hard as well because you have to choose between a very easy map to attack or defend, or just going with the points and most easily. Oh goody, yeah, this is the one I was talking about. There are also night and day versions of the maps. Again, look at the minimap, don't even look at what's in front of you.
Position quest has been secured by us.
Luke Skywalker is here. Vader should be informed.
Secure all
Gold
marked
Vader.
positions and hold them until the rebels have been driven off. The rebels are trying to capture command post Crest.
Command sent us an ally. Now arriving. F is in our hands.
Credits are not used for anything in the game currently, so don't worry about them. Just worry about the score. So as you can see, capturing a point gives a lot of points, which gives a lot of experience for your trooper. Those are the guys I was warning you about. Okay, let's go to B. Not that way. See, this is what I was talking about. This is much more confusing.
Grenade out.
Those are the shadows of the roofs. Okay, we need out for longer periods of time.
We have reports of Luke Skywalker having joined the battle.
I kind of mastered those things, so you need to know the vehicle gameplay as well, otherwise you get killed super fast by them.
Take the objective.
Grenade out. Take out. Keep moving.
That's a bad call. Yeah, everyone was here. So that's why, as you can see, I play a very specialized class because I want to get kills. I don't want to be a generalist, I want to be a very specialized unit.
Bosk is here.
Baby Yoda.
The rebels are trying to secure Crest. Might be more ahead.
So annoying with the Jedi Masters, but again, they are just super strong. Don't play with them because we have a lot of work to do. Once I finish the heavy, then I'll switch to something else.
Grenade out.
See how useful the grenades were in this situation?
Lord Vader is here. Redouble your efforts.
We have lost position Oryx.
Now you don't have to kill all enemies, just remember to survive. was running around and I couldn't see anyone. Okay, and you, like I said, you don't actually need to learn all of the maps by heart. You just have to know where to go and where to attack. But
That should give us an edge.
Watch for shrapnel!
But sometimes you'll just meet a Jedi Master, as you can see, that is pretty leveled up, and you just die. That I feel like is very annoying. So yeah, this is why I recommend you play the other game mode, because at least you'll have more chances. While here it will damage your morale too much, maybe. I think I should have had that. So this is the rocket troopers that annoy me to no end, because they just sit on the heights and just kill you.
Capture and defend all command posts.
Also, you can destroy the ships with infantry fire as well, so
To
fire at
secure
them if
those
you can.
command posts. Get it done. What part of secure all positions did you not understand? Get it done.
Get it done. I understand, lady, don't pester me. Yeah, and to win the games... You are killing me here. But I'm level 24. So to win the game, you need to play the heroes as well. But like I said, to play the heroes, you need to have very strong normal units. And after that, you need to level up the heroes as well. So it's kind of like a double problem. Even a triple one. The rocket, really, the rocket jumpers are just destroying the game for the newer players too much, in my opinion. And there's no benefit to them, because they're just running around killing people that will respawn anyway.
Command post Auric has been captured
Also, if
by
you see
us.
someone shoot in the general direction, shoot in that general direction as well.
Throwing grenade!
Is that a Wookiee? Watch out!
A Wookiee? Nah, that's not a Wookiee.
We're losing position Auric.
And all of those support characters are kind of cool to play, but they're not really going to win you the game. So heroes and basic units win you the game.
Position Auric is lost.
So focus on them for a little bit. I guess you can focus on the bodyguard unit, because that's the easiest one to use and it can hold a point or attack a point.
Rebel leader on site. Get clear.
Where did Vader go? I don't know. Yeah, very fun game, but you really need to play it a certain way. Last night I was playing the heavy trooper until I got sick of it so much, because I was not really unlocking anything, but...
The rebels are trying to secure doors.
Caught him by surprise.
Luke Skywalker has been spotted.
It's also pretty annoying how the light changes, you don't see inside dark buildings. I guess it's okay, but again, it's one of the particularities of the
I
map.
want them all.
Also, if you see a red area, that means there might be enemies. But that's not always the case. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. That's the rocket trooper.
We've been joined by Boba Fett.
Get out of here.
Truck's ready.
Yeah, if you see someone shooting that direction. I hate those grenades so
Luke
much.
Skywalker is here.
I wonder,
Vader should
again,
be
why are
informed.
developers introducing stupid stuff like that? I just hate vision distortion in my games. Yeah, you can add smoke, you can add other types of stuff, but not vision distortion. And they last a long time, to be honest.
A fair fight this way, everyone.
Man, this is the annoying part of the game. I hate it so much. You run to the location, you get blinded or, I don't know, disabled somehow, and then you just die. Because you lose track of where the enemies are, where the allies are.
of Command Post Dora.
Don't sit still in this game, never. Never ever sit in one location. Unless you're kind of turtling.
We're losing. Position crash.
Victory will be ours momentarily.
Okay. Remember to stay alive so squad members can spawn on you.
We now control command post battle.
And I still didn't kill him, yeah. They have to slow down the movement by about 15% in my opinion, otherwise you'll just have a lot of situations like this where...
We have reports of Luke Skywalker.
Because
having
there's also a
joined the
delay
battle.
in the game and you see the enemy shoot at the enemy, but the enemy is actually in another position.
Throwing.
It might seem like the time to kill is very, very long, but trust me, also very short, which is a big problem. But it's mostly a big problem if you don't have your soldier almost maxed out. Had some grenades. I hate the rocket troopers so much. In my opinion, they ruin the game because stuff like that should not be possible. The way they move and the way they attack, and they have that one shot ability, it's... it almost makes me not want to play this mode anymore, but like I said, since I'm already quite leveled up to the heavy,
Throwing grenade.
I can survive. By the way, this is mostly instinct. I don't know where I am. I don't know what. Not sure what I'm doing.
Excellent. Tatooine has been secured. It's a wonder that
we
you
won.
didn't do the rebels in before we did.
Where is my score? Oh, I'm over here. So this is position number 12, which is great because if you get about 10,000 points per game, that's amazing. As a newer player, 10,000 points is amazing, especially because you don't have any other characters leveled up. Yeah, you can get probably a better score, but there's no point to get a better score if you don't level up the character that you will need to play something else, see? I'm getting a lot of level ups on the character I want to play right now, and getting a lot of unlocks, and also by the time I finish with one character, oh, the game crashed, doesn't matter, you get the idea, it's fun, we'll play more of it, bye bye.